Hey, what's up, guys? It's Foster Cinema, and it's June 2nd, which means Across the Spider-Verse is out. So, if you aren't in the theater already or haven't seen it, I'm gonna show you my thoughts. So, I'll catch you right after the film. Wow, these madmen did it. Alright, so, if that wasn't enough to pretty much tell you what I'm gonna be saying, yep, 10 out of 10, fantastic movie. We'll most likely watch it again. You should definitely watch it if you haven't already, and honestly, if you like the first one, then you're gonna love this one. Fantastic evolution from that movie. And if you didn't like the first one, what's wrong with you? Okay, so this is my first review style video, which means I'm going to be a lot more loose. I got my notes here, which I'm probably going to be reading from, and on top of that, my dog is here, so that's nice. Her name is Cookie, by the way, if you're wondering. So, the overall quality is insane. It continues to push animation forward with varying art styles that all work incredibly well to set each dimension apart. Now, the characters are incredibly well done, they're spectacular, and the music is still a bop. So Metro Boomin did a fantastic job, and the writers did a phenomenal job with their characters. Now, the characters are the thing that actually push this movie forward, and it is the strongest thing within this movie. Without Miguel O'Hara being the antagonist that he is, without Miles Morales being the fantastic hero that he is, without Gwen being the supportive character that she is, and sort of being second lead in a way, without that, frankly speaking, we wouldn't have such a strong film. Now, speaking of Miguel O'Hara is just, wow, just, you did him good. You did such a good job. He's a step up from Kingpin. He plays an incredibly well done villain. He's a very sympathetic villain. He's very well done, and I can't wait for you guys to see all the surprises that are within the Spider Society. So what about the Spot? And I get it, the Spot was in the marketing, so he's supposed to be in the movies a lot, right? No, he's kind of in the background, and I appreciate it because the Spot is treated the way that he should be treated. I love this character to death, so I'm so happy that he's done the way that he is. As I mentioned a little bit before, the thing that kind of pushes this movie forward are the characters, but the thing that's really interesting is the relationships between the characters. Whether that's the romance between Gwen and Miles, the history between Peter and Miles, and the rest of the Spider Society and how they fit in relation to Miles. Where the first one was about identity and family, this one's more about taking those familial teachings and that new identity that he got in the first movie into much greater heights, ultimately proving that you belong where you want to be. And that is a fantastic thing. They set that up within the trailers, which is sort of a Sony thing to kind of spoil the movie, but honestly, a lot of the surprises within this movie, especially with the cameos and all that kind of stuff, is just, it's great. Plus, you're never going to see the ending coming, which, by God, oh, wow. The ending really does prove that this is their Empire Strikes Back, without a doubt. There is no doubt in my mind that this is there's no doubt in my mind that this is the, first part to a two-parter, and some people may not like that because it does end on a cliffhanger, but I really liked it because now I can't wait for March. It is a fantastic time. Now, what are some little things that I really like about the movie that I just haven't really talked about that aren't a part of the grand scheme of things? Well, I love Peter B. Parker. He's not in the movie as much as I would have liked him to be, but frankly speaking, every single scene that he's in is just fantastic. It's amazing. It's just great to see him again, and it's great to see Peter B. Parker, Peter Parker, actually grown up. And he has a kid, and it's Mayday, and you get to see Mayday. We've never seen Mayday in a movie, and I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I'm really happy to see her. Speaking of people that you've never seen in a movie before, Ben Reilly. Ben Reilly makes his film debut alongside Mayday Parker, and while a lot of people were really skeptical about Andy Samberg due to his, track record as being a more comedic actor, honestly, the directors really used that to their favor, especially with casting him as the uber edgy Scarlet Spider. I thought that was really well done, and he gets a good laugh out of me personally because I'm a huge Spider-Man nut. I mean, yeah. And aside from that, sort of the big core of the movie, and I think this is most likely going to be a consistent thing within this entire trilogy, which is what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man. And where the first one was about Miles learning what it means to be Spider-Man, the sequel does what a sequel does best, which is to flip that on its head and pretty much do its own thing, which is fantastic. It's amazing to see. All this is, of course, bolstered by the phenomenal acting. Oscar Isaac does a fantastic job. Honestly, from the trailer, he does a good enough job, but we probably didn't get the impression that he was going to do the best sort of work. But he does. He brings in his A game. He's fantastic, as he usually is. I don't know why I was doubting that. Everybody else does a fantastic job. Haley Steinfeld does a fantastic job. Everybody else does a fantastic job. If this entire video means anything to you, and my thoughts and sort of ramble means anything, go watch the movie. It's fantastic. I know you're going to enjoy it if you really like the first one, and if you're a big Spider-Man fan like me, then frankly, you can't go wrong with this one. The cameos are fantastic. Everything about this movie is just amazing. It's spectacular. So, can't wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse coming out next year, and yeah. That's pretty much it for the review. So, yeah, go watch it. 10 out of 10, A+. I don't know what grading scale I have just yet, so have fun. Fantastic movie. I'm sure that you'll love it. Let's get freaking to it, man. Let's just skip to Beyond the Spider-Verse, man. That's gonna be great. So that was it. That was my first ever kind of movie review. Please let me know what you think in the comments if you like this kind of shorter style video and just sort of me being me and sort of rambling instead of the whole, Foster intellectual sort of video essay approach. Speaking of video essays, don't worry, I will be doing a video essay on this movie once I do purchase it on physical, and I have something interesting to say about it aside from just my initial thoughts. So yeah, let me know what you think. That's pretty much it for this one. Hope you had a great time in this corner of the internet. Have a good day or a good night. I've been Foster Cinema, and I'm signing off.